What's up, everybody? It is a Blue Drake, and I wanted to make this video really quick because I've been thinking about this recently, and I haven't seen anybody really say this, and it needs to be said somewhere. It just needs to be talked about somewhere, and I'm going to make this pretty straightforward because my opinion on this is pretty clear. And again, this is my opinion, so if anybody feels differently, I mean, it doesn't matter. You can think however you want, but this is where I'm coming from, and this is what I want, so I'm going to say it. So, EA, I have no idea if you're going to listen to this video. It'd be cool if you did, but if you don't, that's fine. Your next game needs to be Battlefield 2143. I mean, I don't care what you name it, but you need to make a sequel to 2142. And if anybody doesn't know what Battlefield 2142 is, it's a game that they released. It was an expansion pack for Battlefield 2, or, well, I mean, more accurately, it was a standalone game, but it was kind of an expansion pack. It was built on the same engine. It was standalone, but it was built on the Battlefield 2 platform, and there was some, expansions to the functionality and updates to the engine and stuff for it, but it was essentially a Battlefield 2 game, but set in a science fiction futuristic setting. And this is why I think the next game needs to be Battlefield 2143. And for those of you who do not know, we're actually sitting on top of a Titan right now. This was a map that was released for Battlefield 4 that was actually kind of teasing what I thought was going to be Battlefield 2143, but then they did Battlefield 1, which, don't get me wrong, Battlefield 1 was great. It was a great distraction. But I think it's time. It's time. We've been waiting long enough. I think it's the only thing that makes sense. And let's start with this. So the main thing is historic battles, like history, and I know this is Battlefield's thing, is to do, like history, World War I, World War II, even, near future stuff, modern, whatever, who cares? That's their thing, right? It's been played out. I'm sorry. It really has been. And for every World War I game, there's going to be like 5 other World War I games. For every Vietnam game, there's going to be 5 other. It's even modern games. Like, I mean, if you want like a modern game, just go play Squad, or even honestly go. Everybody's saying like, oh man, I really want Battlefield 6 to be a modern setting. Honestly, you want to know what the modern version of Battlefield 5 is? Battlefield 4. Or Battlefield 3. I mean, just remaster Battlefield 3. Like, if you really want a modern battle, just remaster Battlefield 3, or release new maps for them, at least. I have no idea. But do that. But we're getting to this point where, I mean, I'm not really talking about what I want to see. Like, don't get me wrong. A modern version, a new modern Battlefield, a new Vietnam Battlefield, I mean, I'm sure it will look cool, but I'm talking about what I would be willing to spend $60, $80, $100, knowing Electronic Arts, on. And it's getting to the point where I don't really want to spend $60 on a modern Battlefield again. Like, I don't want to spend $60 on another World War II Battlefield, or another Vietnam Battlefield, or anything like that. And not only that, but I don't really have to. There are so many other games out there that do it just as well, if not in some cases better. That there's no real reason to spend another $60 on another, modern or World War II or, you name it, history Battlefield game. And there's actually, I want to clarify something as well, because there's a lot of really weird, troubling misconceptions. As a lot of you guys know, our community is actually working on our own game, and if you want to support us, go to the Patreon, but this video isn't really about that. But we're actually working on Wake Island, so we're creating the Wake Island for our game. Our game's kind of inspired by, like, Red Orchestra and Battlefield, and I had a lot of people on Twitter that were like, oh man, you better watch out. If you make Wake Island, Electronic Arts is going to sue you. And I had to remind them. I was like, you guys realize Wake Island is a real place, right? Like, it's a real... Wake Island is real. It's a real place. Electronic Arts does not own the rights to Wake Island any more than they own the rights to an MP40. And I think that's a big thing that's a big misconception that people have. They think that, like Electronic Arts, I don't know how they get to think this, but they think that Electronic Arts has, like, rights to cover these things or something like that. I have no idea. But They don't. And it's getting to the point where all of these games, all of these theaters of war, all of these settings, they've been done. And they've been done over and over and over again. And Battlefield 2142, as far as I know it, I'm actually, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I actually think that Battlefield 2142 might be the only, it might be the only intellectual property in the Battlefield universe that Electronic Arts actually owns. Because they actually made, they actually made that. They actually designed that. They built that from the ground up. You know, like, that's not just a version of an MP40 or anything like that. It's not just like a rehashing of, you know, some historic Battlefield. Like, they actually made the IP in Battlefield 2142. And that IP, like, I liked Battlefield 2142. I thought it was a cool setting. I'm not entirely sure why they did Titanfall. I don't know why Battlefield 2143 has come out yet. Maybe they were worried about having too many science fiction games at the same time, like with Apex. I don't really know. I feel like they probably could have just tied Titanfall into the Battlefield universe. Maybe there's some reason why that wasn't possible. I don't know, but Battlefield 2142 is actually original. You know, like, that's actually something that nobody else can do except for EA. And I think it's actually not only that, but another thing that I really want to see that has not been done for a long time is I want aircraft carriers, or, you know, like dreadnoughts, basically, that you can walk on and that you can fight on and that you have aircraft to take off and land from. Now, the thing is that with Battlefield 5, there really wasn't that much of a difference between Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5. I feel like the one thing that they could have done, which would have made me purchase Battlefield 5, would be to have, you know, aircraft carriers and naval ships like they had from Battlefield 2142. You know, like where you could drive them, you could land planes on them, you could take them off, you could fight on them. For some reason, they're not doing that. I don't really know why. I feel like it's possible, because in Battlefield 1, they had the Zeppelin, which you can walk around on, you can actually fight on top of. There's no interiors to the Zeppelin or anything like that. I feel like they actually could have that. They're just, is it a game balance thing? I don't know why they're deciding to not do cool things. It's like, oh, hey, do you want to have it so you could actually board a dreadnought and have a fight? Oh, no. Why not? Politics? Like, I don't, like, who's making the decisions to not let that happen? I don't understand. It seems like it's perfectly possible. I mean, hell, it was possible 10 years ago, 1942. I don't know why it hasn't been done since then. But to cut to the chase, that's another reason why the next Battlefield game needs to be 2143. You even have it in Battlefield 4. Look at this. It's a Titan. I don't know what it is. You're just like, I think you're just like, oh, hello. Yes, I'm doing a video here. Thank you very much. You're just going to try to land on me, I guess. All right, well, I'm going to go and do my video. You have fun trying to kill me, I guess. Can I even get off of this thing? Are you serious right now? Hold up. I have a rocket launcher. Are you going to... What are you... You're going to die. What's wrong with you? What is going on? Is that a grenade? Did you even throw a grenade at me? Do you even know that I'm up here? Okay, anyways. See, you could do this. You have a Titan in Battlefield 4. They released this DLC for Battlefield 4, which I thought was teasing Battlefield 2143. I mean, I swear I thought it was. It seemed like that's what they were doing. I don't know if there was like, that was the plan and then they shifted or what. I have no idea, but it's here. And that's another reason why the next game needs to be Battlefield 2143. You could have done it for World War II. That was the whole point. 1942, you had aircraft carriers that you could drive, and you had all this stuff. You could have done that, but you wasted your World War II card. You get one big Return to World War II card where you could have done that, and you didn't. I don't know why. Feel like it was waste potential. Battlefield 5 kind of flopped a little bit, and you had this massive opportunity to actually bring some mechanics back that you haven't had for how many years now? Too many? And the only place you have left to go, the only place that I think I would respect, like not even modern, because everybody is, again, they're like, oh my gosh, I want to see a modern Battlefield. I don't. We have Battlefield 4. Just do a remastered version of Battlefield 3. Like, that's all anybody really wants. And again, this isn't really, like, because they can do whatever they want. I don't really care. It's just a matter of whether I'm going to buy it, you know? Like, and I don't think, I'm not going to buy, if Battlefield 6 is modern, I'm not going to buy it. Yeah, I'm just going to keep playing Battlefield 4. Or I'm going to play another game, like Squad, or like literally anything else. You know, if they come out with a Vietnam thing, I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to play Bad Company 2 Vietnam. You know, like, if they come out with World War II, I'm not going to play that. I'd rather play 1942, honestly. And until they do, like, a proper remaster of 1942, like, that's the only thing. But they're not going to do that now because they, in order to make a big Battlefield game, they have to be able to charge $60 to $100 for it. You can't remake Battlefield 5 with landing aircraft carriers now. Not enough people are going to buy that in order to make that worth it. The only thing that's left, and the only thing that I also think you're not going to have everybody copying you for, because look at Battlefield 5 comes out, you got Postscriptum, you got Hell Let Loose, you got, I don't know, God knows, like 7 other like work in progress World War II games, including ours. Like, the only thing you have left that is actually yours to do, and also that is offering you an opportunity to bring back landable aircraft carriers that you can drive, that you can use your Dreadnought system and actually make like Dreadnoughts version 2.0, where you can go around, you can have firefights inside the Dreadnought, you can blow them up, you can land and take off stuff on top of them, all that. It's the only thing that you have left is 2143. It fits all of the stuff. If you do anything other than 2143, it makes no sense. Like, and it's getting to this point where, like, okay, so I don't know if the Game Changers program is still a thing, because I don't know, I was in that. I didn't really try that hard to, like, stay in it, because I think they changed it where you have to, there's like a dashboard and you have to like upload enough videos or whatever. I don't know if I'm still a game changer, but I was at some point. Whatever that title means, whatever game changer, whatever that means. So whatever my worth is to you in that term, this is me doing that job. Like, this is an advice. This is how you can change the game. This is the role you gave me in order to give you feedback from my understanding of the community and everything. This is what I'm telling you. Need to do 2143. You should have done a Battlefield 1942 remaster. Like, you should have done that. Like, not Battlefield 5. You should have done 1942 with all of the things that made 1942 great. You didn't do that. You have a chance to fix this. You need to do 2143, and you need to have actual, like, interesting mechanics that revolve around your Dreadnought system that are reminiscent to 1942 and reminiscent to Battlefield 1942, or Battlefield 2142. That's what you need to do. You gotta do that. Like, there's no other option. And it's gotten to this point where, like, if you guys don't do it, somebody else is gonna do it. I mean, they won't do it with 2142, but they'll hopefully do it with some other setting or something like that. I don't care. I don't even care if it's science fiction or World War II or what. I mean, that's another thing. Like, that's kind of what our community's working on as well. Like, because I don't want to make it. You know, like, I think everybody thinks that I actually want to make it. I really don't. Look, you got a bridge and everything. Who made this? You have a developer on your team who is obviously thinking the same way that I am right now. Somebody did this. Like, I know you guys aren't dumb. I know somebody made this and was like, man, this would be really cool if you could actually have a Dreadnought with all of these interior. Like, somebody did this. All right? I don't know if they got fired or if they're still there or what, but somebody's thinking on the same page. But yeah, like, either you all do it, or I'm gonna have to like support some other studio that's gonna do it, because I only do videos that I want to do now. You know, I'm not really a YouTuber as much anymore. I've got other jobs, I've got other things that I gotta do. You know, I had to, because, you know, times have changed, and, you know, you gotta change with it or you die. And I did. I mean, I was I was already pursuing like other careers way back, so I've got that now. I don't really make videos on things that I don't want to make videos on, and I swear, if Battlefield 6, if it's modern, if it's World War II again, or Vietnam, or whatever, if it's anything other than something like Battlefield 2143, which is actually original and unique, and it also offers like the mechanic, like, then I'm not really gonna make videos on it, because it's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun for me. And either I'm going to have to find some other studio that does it, and I'm going to do videos for them, or our community is going to have to make it. And don't get me wrong, nobody actually wants to do that. It's because nobody else is doing it. You know, like I just want somebody to do it. I don't want to have to be the one that actually makes it. Because it takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of money. You know, like, it's hard, dude. Like, please, EA, please do it. Dude, I have no idea who these guys are. Whoever they are, they're really bad, because I'm not even trying. Look at this. I just threw a grenade on top of this. Oh, I'm bad, and you guys are still dying? What are you doing? You're not even shooting me. What's going on? So that's it. I just wanted to make this video, get that out there. Again, this is just my opinion. If anybody doesn't share my same opinion, then that's fine. I don't really care. It's up to you. And And, I mean, discuss it in the comments. I mean, I'm sure other people are going to feel differently, so feel free to talk about it. But yeah, like, again, there's so many other games. I love Battlefield. I've been playing Battlefield since I was a little kid. I used to host servers for Battlefield 1942 way back in the day. My entire career is built on Project Reality, which was a Battlefield 2 mod. I owe a lot to this franchise. And, you know, like, yeah, I'm not as, like, big of a Battlefield YouTuber now. Like, I'm not sitting there, like, waiting for, you know, Battlefield 5 to come out and, like, making 15 videos talking about, like, all of the... Oh, whoops. Making, like, talking about, like, milking content out of, like, the 5 maps and, like, the weapons and, like, doing history relap videos because there's, like, no mod support or anything like that. Like, I'm not one of those guys. But I feel like the Battlefield franchise, like, it's touched all of our lives. We are all a part of this, one way or another, you know, like, whether it's even Squad owns it. It's a Postscriptum. Almost every single game that has come out in the past, like, 5 years is in some way or another related to the Battlefield franchise. Either it was a mod team that started there, or either, like, there were Battlefield server communities that started and then they got into development and all that stuff, like, everybody. And, like, it hurts. It hurts me to see where Battlefield is headed. It feels like there's all, but not only does it hurt to see where it is right now, like, I feel like there's all, you know, they could be doing things better. I don't like the microtransactions. I don't like all the live service. I don't like that. But even with that said, you know, I think what hurts the most is there's some people that don't have a choice. You know, like, there's some people, like, they don't have original intellectual property. They don't have the ability to build something from the ground up like Battlefield 2142 and, like, and to imagine that universe. EA does. They actually, and they did it. They've got amazing intellectual property in the Battlefield universe that they could use right now. Yeah, what's up?
I saw Spider-Man on my tablet.
Oh, okay.
I want to watch that one.
All right. I'll set you up here in a second. So, look, and see, the rest of us, EA, we're getting older. I was playing Battlefield when I was my son's age, and now we're here. You know, we want this franchise to go on. Not all of us have the time to cover it anymore if you're not doing things that are really, like, being progressive and setting the bar. And I feel like the bar is not being set anymore. You know, if Battlefield 6 is a modern Battlefield, Battlefield 4 was a modern Battlefield. Why are we doing that? Why are we not making new things anymore? Especially when you have the ability to. You actually can. You know, you don't even have to rehash history over and over again. Even though I don't know. All right. Anyways, so it's coronavirus. I gotta go watch my son. I gotta go be a dad. Because we're all bunkered down and all the schools are closed. You know, so that's how that is. But yeah, I hope EA, please. If you value my opinion at all, if you value your community's opinion at all, you know, I don't know if I'm a game changer anymore. I know I'm not, like, super involved with the influencer, whatever like, circle you guys have going on right now, because, you know, it's just, I'm not excited about Battlefield that much anymore, because it's not doing anything that actually gets me excited, and I'm not going to lie to myself and say that it is. If you value my opinion at all, please, like, do something original. You have interesting original content. Please do it. Please do carriers again. Proper carriers. You've got the Dreadnought system. It's dope. Make it so you can walk around on those carriers and have firefights. Make that be a bigger focus. Make it so you can take planes off from those carriers. Do it with 2143, or don't do it with 2143, but do something original. Do something original. Everything else, it's been done. It's been done a billion times. There's so many other indie games now that are doing it and kind of doing it better than you are. Push forward. Be the cutting edge studio that we all know you are, and do something that nobody else can do. Either creating a universe that's super original, or reintroducing these mechanics that you know everybody wants, that there's still not another game that can do out there. I don't know why. It's almost like you're holding yourself back. And I don't know why you're holding yourself back. I don't know if it's like money or monetization, or you're afraid that people aren't gonna, you know, pay for stuff or something if you do too much. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But you have the ability to do things that nobody else can do. But I mean, in the next 5 years, maybe they can. You know, I guess that's just how the way things are. But yeah, I'm not even gonna ask you to bring back mod support, because I know you're not gonna do that. But for the kids, at least do that. 2143, commandable dreadnought or commandable Titans with your dreadnought system, where you can take off and land stuff. Do that. All right, that's it. Godspeed, EA. I hope you do the right thing, and I'll see the rest of you guys in the next video. And if you guys want to support us, you can go to Patreon. We're gonna be working on our own projects, because those are projects at least I'm excited for, because it's gotten to the point where, you know, I don't think there's like $60 games that I get excited for, but there's a lot of people that are doing games for free. You know, I think there's a lot, you know, there's a lot of games that kind of do modern battlefields and stuff like that are $40, $60, but there's a lot of projects that are coming out on Unreal Engine 4 that are actually free and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I could talk about this for hours. All right, take care, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't hate on me too much if you disagree with me again. This is just how I feel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, I'm going to go be a family boy. Cheers.